Oh, there we go. That was weird. Didn't want to go at first. Had to restart the encoder. Where is everybody? You were all just there. That's weird. I think there might be something going on here. Oh, gotta watch her. There you go. I'm typing this end saying this. Does everything look okay on this end, Chris? There it is. There's my hand waving. It's just weird. I'm getting some mixed signals. Okay. We're just going with it then. All right. Tonight, just released. 2019 Upper Deck. I think Blowout has it backwards on the website. I'm going to guess it's Marvel Flair, not Flair Marvel. But I just copied it the way they had it. So, anyway, sponsored by them. Let's get this show on the road. So, this is a reverse pack draft. So, what that means is that in this box are supposed to be 2 inners, 8 boxes each. And there are. Inner number 1 will get drafted spots 1 through 72. And then inner number 2 will go in reverse order. So whoever had the last pick gets to go first. And let's see. So we have 2 barcodes on here. So this one has the lower number. So this is going to be inner number 1. Let me just write 1 and 2 on it so I don't mix anything up. One, 2. Okay. And from the last break, I think this is the kind of marker that Chris Pine uses to sign his cards with. I did see somebody posted that on the sell sheet that these cards are 24 point, which I was a little disappointed. I was hoping that they would have been a little bit thicker than that. You know, kind of reminds you of what Flair used to be. You know, the whole, in my opinion, the whole nostalgia factor of reusing these old styles, designs, memes, like these things should have come in little boxes, just like they did in 1994 and 1995. Obviously, these things are in packs. First and foremost, remember, this is a pack draft, not a hit draft, and the order you see me open these packs is not necessarily the order that they will be listed in the draft on the spreadsheet. So wait for me to get everything listed. Let's turn this in just a little bit more. Now, I did not see any breaks of this yet, so this is all brand new for me. And just one thing I want to do before we start, I just want to pull up the checklist. I was looking at it last week. There is just so much in this so many different levels and tiers and inserts, and I mean it's gonna be a challenge to understand everything here. Okay, so base cards alone, you've got 150 cards in the base set, 6 different levels. So you have 1 to 90 is your base version, and then they have Flairium. I'm going to guess that's going to be like the old, God, drawing a blank. Oh my God. When they did the, like how the Marvel Metal is, it had a name to it. Used to love it when the Pinnacle Baseball came out. I think that was the first set I remember that used the Dufex. That was it. Whew. All right. So, no, it wasn't the name of the inserts. It was what they called the technology. All right. So, yeah, these are slightly heavier duty. So, card 66. Like I said, the first 90 cards are all the base version. Nothing to them. But yeah, Power Blast did use that type of technology. Let's see. Card 12. Card 18. Card 60. And we have an insert of some kind. And then this is Flairium, but I mean, except for the fact that it says Flairium, it doesn't look any different whatsoever. This is card 92, so this is the first level of Flairium, which I believe was 1 in every 2.5 packs. Yes. Alright, and then we have an insert here. Totemic Teams. This is number 18, it looks like. So you have Black Panther. Uh-oh. I need to get a double monitor so I can do 2 things at once here. Alright, so let's Flair, let's see, matter, pieces of Flair, Power Blast, Singularity, Stained Glass. I want to see those Stained Glass, that sounds cool. 49 cards including 20 SPs, and I said this was number 18. It is. That's a base version 1 in 5.5 packs. So this pack feels a little thicker, so hopefully it's got something different to it. Alright, so at least now I know the Flairiums actually say Flairium. And we have Flairium of Ant-Man. This is card 107. I should probably write these down so I know which tier ends when. Or at least when you get to the high numbers. So that's still in tier 2. So that's 1 in 4 packs. Alright, and then we have, this is Antimatter. This is a pretty nice looking card. It's got a cool refractor background finish. We've got Juggernaut here, number 5. Alright, so you get it to do all the fun colors. And the base version is 1 in 30 packs, so one of those in every 2 boxes. So that's definitely rarer than the than that Totem card. All right. Base, Caponera. So we did not get a Flairium in this pack. We did get Singularity. We got Kitty Pryde. This is number 11. They kind of do like a shadowed outline of the character with a picture of them inside of it. And then the outline is this picture here that's on the back of the card. Not bad. Not a huge fan of that particular image of Kitty Pryde, but I'll take it. Right, this one feels a little thick too. Yep, something in a soft sleeve. Base, 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 base. Okay, this is a buyback. Oh, so the buyback, I tell you what, the originals weren't that much thicker. Flarium of Thor, card 95, and this is Lady Thor. That image looks, that's a digital image, or straight out of a comic, a movie, an animated movie. I know this was supposed to be all new artwork. I didn't realize that some of these were going to be straight digital artwork. Alright, so we got ourselves a buyback War Machine. And this is a 95 Flair. This is number 9 of 20. They stamp it. I tell you what, EJ, that's what we're going to try and figure out as we open this thing. I think that the big hits are going to be, it's just everything has different levels. So it's going to be difficult to just kind of pin it on one thing. But, you know, running through the checklist real quick, like the highest level of base cards is 1 in 80 packs, numbers 141 to 150. So they're going to be pretty good. Autographs of the different artists. So I'm not sure what they would go for. They're all numbered out of 30. 1 in 41, 141 cards. So most of the cards in the set. So I'm not sure what they would go for, you know, like how popular they would be. Antimatter, the hardest ones are 1 in 80. Lucky 8s are numbered to 88. Now you have the Matter set, same odds, 1 in 80 is the hardest. Pieces of Flair, so that's like a patch of what the comic corners. There's a 1 in 120, 1 in 90 on Power Blast, 1 in 70 on the hardest Singularities, Stained Glass, 1 in 40 on the hardest. Then there's a photo variant numbered out of 20. I'd say they're probably going to go good. Through the Ages, that's 1 in 12 packs. There won't be anything. 1 in 30 packs. Oh, there's different levels of that. Through the Ages, Golden Age, 1 in 200. These totemic teams, I don't think they're going to be, even the hard ones, 1 in 70. They're not the best looking cards. Sketches, 1 in 36 packs. So you're looking at 1 in every 2 and change boxes. Buybacks, I think, will be okay, but they're not going to be anything crazy. So there's just so much stuff. Alright, so here's a Totem of Beast. This is number 7, so that's a low number, so that's definitely not one of the harder ones. And then our high number is number 102. My eyes are tired tonight. Yeah, 102. This looks identical to the Thor card. Guessing it's probably the same, yeah, Sean Galloway, same artist. It's going to take me an hour just to open up this first box. Once we get one under our belts, we can pick up the... Oh, something shiny here. Base, 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 base. Through the Ages, copper. So copper number 4. This is Red Skull. I never saw him in a Speedo before. And then our Flarium is Doc Ock, number 129, so that should be one of the higher numbers. So here's our pieces of Flair. Number 21, and then our Flairium is 99. So like I said, it's a patch fabric. It feels like it's sublimated, like it's not like stitched. You hate patches? Here's one of the stained glass cards. Flairium is 109. So this is a plexiglass card. Okay, we got Hella, number 4. There is, actually, it's a tiny bit rough around the edges, but it's still a nice card. I'm just trying to see. You know, they got the name stained glass twice the size of the actual character name on the card. I don't know if hers is a good image to have. It's very dark, her outfit. But still, this is a neat card. And it's probably like a 79-point card. Okay, last pack of the first box. Then we got a sketch, Wolverine 91 or 94, 91. And Dennis Hedry. We got ourselves a sketch of Sabretooth. That was a lot to take in for one box. They're definitely going to make collecting a challenge. I'm going to do it like this. That way I can easily take them out after we're done here. Good thing tomorrow's a holiday. I'll have some free time. I can try and get some of this stuff listed. Yeah, the patches don't really bother me too much. Now, what would you, like, you know, they have some, you know, comic panel cards. What if they actually took the cover from the actual comic and put that in there like that instead of doing a patch? Would that be even worse? Because you're killing a comic. Alright, Totem number 21. Who was this? Aurora. And then our Flairium is number 97, Sentry. Okay, so now here's Matter. Jessica Jones. This is number 25, so it's a higher number. That could be good. And we got Iron Man here, number 111. Singularity of Rogue, number 4. So it's not a high number. And then our Flairium is Juggernaut, number 93. I am shocked that they're giving it a name like Flairium, which would lead you to believe that there's something going to be something special about the card besides the fact that it's a high number. That kind of stinks. And we got Antimatter, Thanos, number 3. So it appears Antimatter are the villains and the Matter are the heroes. And then number 125, Psylocke for the Flairium. Black Bolt on the Totemic Teams, number 37. That's a pretty high number. And then 105, Black Cat. Here's our Copper Age through the Ages Iron Man. And Hulk, number 115. I'm not even going to say Flairium. Just call it a high number. Here's your pieces of, your patch, pieces of Flair. Number 2. Cloak and Dagger, and then Gamora, number 126. When I hear pieces of Flair, all I can think of is Office Space. Feels like might be a, yep, stained glass. Who do we get here? Thor, number 13? Yep, number 13. I want to see something here. Just curious, when we were opening up Bond the other night, on the Bond Legacies that we put them behind, yeah, doesn't do the same. So that's 2 of them that are too dark in my opinion. And then our high number, number 96, Moonstar. There's something shiny in here. Power Blast. That's our first one and 2. And our high number is Beast 132. Let's see. Power Blast number 12. Captain Marvel. Lots of shiny. I'll put that one. Okay, on the box 3. Pieces of Flair number 5. You got here Daredevil. And our high number is 135, Rhino. High number 130, Falcon. And our stained glass number 7, Just Thanos. Now, I just want to go to the checklist for this now. So on the stained glass, okay, so it's just the high numbers or SPs. And we had, who did we get? So we had Hela, Thor. So Thor was one of the SPs, which is 1 in 40. High number of Storm. Looks like that says 101. Here's our first autograph. So Lady Bullseye. This is card number 40. Yeah, see the trading card featuring the autograph of Ray Lago. This is numbered 7 of 30. So signature's right there. If you look next to her knee. Something in a soft sleeve. Guess it's another buyback. Yep. And our high number is Angel 102, it looks like. Buyback, Spider-Man versus Green Goblin, number 7 of 20. This is a 94. Flatman. I never even heard of Flatman before. This is number 28. This Totemic Teams. And then our high number is 100 even. Red Goblin. So you guys still out there? Okay, Copper Age again. And we got Groot for our high numbers, 116. And number 25. Now on these, I don't, it's based on the, like that's Copper Age, you know, if it's Gold Age, Silver Age, that's how your odds go. So we've only gotten coppers so far. Storm and the Totemic, number 6. And then our high number is Squirrel Girl, 108. Professor X on the Matter, number 4. And Nick Fury on our high number, 98. Singularity, Cable, number 23, so that could be good. And then Man-Thing, number 94 on our high numbers. Pieces of Flair, and Wolverine is our high number. He's number 91. Piece of Flair is a higher number, number 25. Power Blast. There you go. So it's one of the regular SPs. So 1 in 45 packs. Everything seems to be in the same spot in all the different boxes. High number 123. Arnim Zola. But I don't remember him looking like that. And Cyclops. Number 5. Man. How's it going tonight, George? I don't think so. I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. A lot of these things are all tier leveled, so I'm not paying attention. You know, if I see a higher number, I'll let you guys know. Power Blast, number 40, so I would think that that should be being a high number like that. It's Tiger Shark, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see, where's Power Blast at? Did I miss Power Blast? There you go. Oh, it's the last one of the base versions. That figures. Son of a gun. And our high number is Hawkeye, number 110. I will say things that I'm disappointed in is these Flairiums, which are just high numbers. I was really hoping that they would have had some sort of a different look to them, but they don't. Not at all. Stained glass, number 10. This is... who? That's Black Panther? Okay. You know, I really like the stained glass in the idea, but every one of these cards is so dark, the image is just not even worth looking at. What kind of Star Trek? Falcon Totem, number 3, and then Scarlet Samurai for our high number. Now I opened up the archive box of Beyond, and then I went straight to this, so I haven't had a chance. The last I was really trying to read anything was probably around 6 o'clock. Another Copper Age of Thor. And Heimdall for the high number. Huh, good for you. Snowbird of the Totems, number 22. And Spider-Man, we already got him once before. He's number 92. I got to go back. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do a little bit more catching up. I got to fill in that break, see how far along we are for that archive box. Antimatter of Maximus, number 1, it looks like it says. And then Sabretooth 104 for our high number. Singularity number 6. And Jean Grey. And then here's our Thor again on our high number. God, I just wish I'd have a shop around me. There's not one store Big Bertha for the totems, number 25. High number is Sentry, number 97. Antimatter, Superior Spider-Man, number 2. And our high number is Juggernaut. Power Blast, number 2. Who is this? This is Ironheart. And our high number is Moonstar. Singularity, Doc Ock, number 20. And our high number is Ant-Man. Here's our Pieces of Flair, number 10. There you go, nice Spidey head. And our high number is Thunderbird. Kingpin's our high number, 124. Magneto. Looks like that says number 2. I can't figure out why these are so dark. Now, I swear sometimes looking at this stuff, I mean, I know they test everything out and see what it looks like, but how can they see that card and say, oh, that's good? Here's a sketch, real nice sketch. High number is Nick Fury. Sketch is not signed at all. Nothing on the back. But we got ourselves a nice Venom sketch. by unknown artist. And what did I say? Nick Fury was the high number. Yeah, but the Sky Discs were holograms. I mean, these are acetates. Namor and the Totems, number 17. And then Captain America for our high number. Now it looks like these high numbers that look like they're digital animation, they're all done by Sean Galloway. Still Copper Age, Archangel. And I don't have a... Oh, you know what? I have my phone, actually. The next one, in the next box, I'll put a flashlight to it. I tried putting it behind a piece of white paper, or putting a piece of white paper behind it, like how we did with the Bond Legacies, but they're just not looking good. A better analogy would be, if you remember from, was it Ultra Spider-Man? Where they had the, well, I can't remember what the clear inserts were called. But that was more like they printed on top of them. This, the image almost looks embedded. Pieces of Flair number 7. And our high number is Zorn. And if you happen to find any of this stuff out in the wild, the inserts seem to kind of be falling in the same spot. Oh, here's something. We got our Lucky 8s. This is number 12. Moonstar. This is numbered 9 of 88. So they basically, it's a PMG. If you look at the technology of the card. And then it's serial numbered right in the front there. Power Blast number 29. And who'd we get here? Hulkling. And our high number is Doctor Strange. I think you are correct. Let's see. Yeah, gold number to 8. You are correct. Hey, we finally got our first not Copper Age. Black Cat for our high number. So we got Silver Age of Red Skull. Captain America on this totemic. And he's number 43, so that should be good. And then Spider-Man was a low number, 92 on the high numbers. A low number on the high numbers. Here's our Copper Age Rocket Raccoon. And our high number was Vision. Yeah, honestly, not much. Totemic Teams, Captain Britain, he's number 20, and then a high number of Hellstrom. We just got, what was that, Moonstar of one of the Lucky 8s, numbered out of 88. We have 2 sketches so far. First sketch was Sabretooth. We just got a sketch of Venom. And I think that's about it. Antimatter, Bushman, number 4. And a Man-Thing on the high number. Singularity. Oh, Deadpool. Number 25. And our high number was Red Goblin. So we should get one more sketch, I believe, based on the odds. It's so hard to say, Russell. Pieces of Flair, number 19. And Batroc the Leaper is our high number. Yeah, I think the odds, it should work out to 3. I think you might get 4 if you're lucky. Oh, Golden Age. Submariner. One in 200 packs. So it's a little bit harder than 1 a case. And the high number is Sentry. Singularity of Nick Fury, number 18. Okay, 4 per case, so 2 per enter. Well, we already got 2. I thought, for some reason, I thought the odds were 1 in 30, like a weird number. we got here? Bronze Age of Spider-Man. Mysterio is our high number. Looks like we got a buyback here. So 95 buyback. Free Spirit, 1 of 20. High number is Captain Marvel. Power Blast number 36. Karma. And got a high number of Shuri. I didn't know she also donned Black Panther suit. Totemic Teams, Mantis, number 33, and then a high number of Angel. And maybe you would know, Matt, but some of these high numbers are done by Sean Galloway. Does he do digital artwork? Number 27, Squirrel Girl, and then our high number is Squirrel Girl. Peach Momoko is the artist. I actually kind of like that style. But there's no way that they're hand done. They have to be digitally created. Matter, Doctor Strange, card number 10. Well, like here, Kid Kaloo, this is a high number. Let me get that to focus a little better. So that does not look hand-drawn. That looks like it's a digital image. I just remember pulling Sean Galloway back in the day, and obviously they weren't digital then, when Rittenhouse had the Marvel license, or no, the DC license, I think. And I'm not checking every single card. I would just happen to notice his because they're high numbers. And I honestly, I don't really care if they're digital or not. I just not a fan of this style. Pieces of Flair number 12. Get a Hulk. And our high number is Magic. I was wondering if we were going to get another stained glass. And our high number is Nick Fury. So our stained glass is Captain Marvel, number 17. So I was saying about how dark these are. Now, what Chris had asked, so if I were to put a light behind it, would it really pop any better? I mean, it shows better that way, you know. but hers isn't that bad to begin with. I'd have to get that, was it Magneto? Was the one that was super, super dark? Okay, we got ourselves an autograph. This is 24/30. Let's see, who do we get here? You received a trading card featuring autograph of Jim Pavelek. And it is a card of Thanos. You know, it's funny, the buybacks are in sleeves, yet the autographed cards aren't. Don't get that, Upper Deck. Okay, Matter, Venom, card number 6. And our high number is Scarlet Witch. Totemic Teams, Doctor Strange, number 19. High number is Sabretooth. Chris, I'm still mad about the boxes. What do you mean by that? Here's Copper Age of Luke Cage. And our high number is Loki. Oh, I don't think they have a storeroom because Upper Deck didn't own Flair or the Flair brand when these came out. And I haven't checked recently, but I mean, you could buy complete Flair sets for probably $40, $50. Hawkeye on the Totemic, number 4. High number is Storm. But like I said at the start of the video, my thing is that if they're going to try and do the nostalgia factor, a Hercules Matter, number 17, and Juggernaut for the high number, then they gotta, you know, pay homage to it. You know, the base cards kind of look like the ones, you know, the originals, but these should have been in boxes, little mini boxes. Singularity of Storm, number 2. And Moonstar is our high number. Alright, that's it for Inner 1. Alright, I know that the first box took a long time because we were going through everything. So, I should almost start a new video, but I'm just running with this. Yeah, there'll be different stamp. The buyback stamp will be different colors. Okay, this is Inner 2. So, the person with the last pick in the random is first pick in Inner 2. Thing is, they do buybacks of 2016. I mean, you can get base sets of 1 to 81 as long as you don't get the high numbers. It's still, you know, really cheap. So, wouldn't be that big of a deal to buy 20, 30 sets of those. And then if they stamp the high numbers, you know, as a buyback, people are going to be extra pissed. Pieces of Flair, number 35. That's a nice high number. Got a Hulk. Ant-Man was the high number. Here's a Scarlet Witch stained glass. Looks like it says number 6. High number is Thor. I guess if you did high numbers of the gold signatures, because they weren't numbered to begin with. Got a third sketch. Junior Bruce. And our high number is Captain America. And we got ourselves a close-up of Wolverine. This feels, yeah, it's a buyback. I was going to say it felt thick. And Red Goblins are high numbers. So we got ourselves a buyback of The Wedding. This is number 9. 9 of 20. I just don't understand. If they're making, you know, like when they did Marvel Retro, like why do they have to jam so much into one product? Totemic Teams, Black Widow, number 2, and then a high number Spider-Man. That was in the low 90s, whichever one he was. Silver Age of Captain America. And check who was our high number. High number was Doc Ock. Rocket Raccoon on the Totemics, number 12. High number of Man-Thing. Eventually I'll get to it. I still haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, Matter of Daredevil, number 5. And Hawkeye is our high number. You usually get to see him like a week early. When they did the original Flair set, now granted it was a high-end set to them. Singularity of Red Skull, number 10. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. High number of Beta Ray Bill. There was no parallels, and I remember the Power Blast being in there as an insert, but I don't really remember any other inserts in Flair. I mean, maybe there was. Something I was thinking about, since it seems like, especially after the 10th anniversary set. Excuse me, I gotta take a drink. It's, to me, I feel like they're holding back more and more for, you know, every release for EPAC. Pieces of Flair, number 16. And then a Gamora. So anyway, I wonder in their license agreement that they have with Marvel if there is a percentage of the product that has to be physical versus e-pack. Daredevil number, I think that says number 11. $111. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Matt, I'm, like with James Bond, since that just finished, when I asked if I could break more, they said that they were already sold out of what they had, and that Upper Deck only allotted them 8 cases. High number is Beast, Power Blast, number 11. This is Dagger. Now, I don't know if that's across the board. There's a fair amount of James Bond up on eBay right now. But it's obviously Totemic Team's Medusa, number 13, and our high number is What's the hell is this? Kaiju. Well, Russell, if I don't know if you tried or not. If you can, use my address for your e-pack. Totemic Team's Grasshopper, wherever the hell that is, number 41. It's a high number. High number of Sentry. But for Marvel Premiere, I have a feeling that Blowout got some in. Whether they sold it all or not, I don't know. I think they're just, because their allotments are getting cut, I think they're just waiting to see what it looks like before they actually put it up on their site. I don't think they sold any. Copper Age of Hobgoblin. That's my thought. I mean, I have nothing to base it on except what I think. And it's a shame because, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be any better, but it shouldn't be a bad release. Antimatter Strife. What number is he? Number 15. And Hellstrom is our high number. I don't know if he does e-pack, but you ought to reach out to Osram, to Trevor, and see, because I know he got his eBay address switched to me, so that way he didn't have to deal with all the international crap. Alright, Daredevil is our Singularity. This is number 12. Our high number is Wolverine. He was a low 90. Because I was always under the impression that your PayPal, your address, like whatever your bank account is linked to, that it has to be that, something along those lines. Antimatter of Blackheart, he is number 13, and our high number is Psylocke. But my first question would be I wonder what Upper Deck's legal, their contract with Marvel on how, could they do 100% e-pack if they wanted? But the amount of money that they save, and that's the part that's kind of BS. I mean, I'm assuming whatever COMC is charging them to handle that end of it, that's why they're building that right into the price of the product. But they don't have to print as many boxes, as many packs, the wrappers, all that crap. Pieces of Flair, number 11. And high number is Mystique. I mean, I have an e-pack account, but the only thing I actually ever spent money on is I did some of the high number of Falcon, stained glass, number 6 it looks like, Captain America, was 2016 Marvel Masterpieces. I don't think I purchased any other packs. And my cards are still there. I never had them shipped to me. I really need to do that. I got a gold signature Deadpool from 2016 sitting on there. High numbers Man-Thing. Okay, Master Mold is this card. It's a autograph, number 27 of 30. And Pascal Millet. Signature is right over the word mold. There it goes. That's easy to see there. Just any Deadpool, doesn't matter the version. Singularity of Captain Marvel, number 13. And our high number is Moonstar. And I keep saying I really should have it mailed to me. I don't know what the value is, if it's gone up, down, stayed the same. I think I feel a soft sleeve in this one. Yep. Buyback of Century, number 14 of 20. And our high number is Squirrel Girl. Well, the gold signatures are the cheapest of the three. Totemic Team's Drax, number 9. You know, it's funny you mentioned the Stellar. Those breaks are absolutely amazing to me right now. Like, I could see, you know, in the beginning when he had his first couple and they were what is that, bronze? Can't read that. Yeah, Bronze Age of Punisher. I mean, $100 a spot, that you cannot pass up at all. When he had the May the 4th special. But I know I could not bring myself, knowing that the Harrison Ford, the 101s, are not there. That just kills me. Totemic Team's Gorgon, number 16, high number of Juggernaut. I mean, I guess the percentages are about the same. You know, if you're spending $110 a spot versus spending, you know, $30 a spot. Antimatter, Carnage. Cool looking card, number 21. What was our high number? Black Cat. Oh, as would I, definitely. I'm just saying that you know, it's the same people in every single break. So, you know, at some point you just gotta cut your losses and just You know, I don't know what they're down to now, but you know, spend the $1,000 and just buy the Ford instead of spending $2,500 and never actually getting it. Oh, we haven't hit a sketch yet. Bet you we'll get one in this box. Pieces of Flair number 26. Copper Age of Submariner. And our high number, who was our high number? Spider-Man. Jean Grey and the Totemic Teams. This is number 6. High number of Sabretooth. This feels like a stained glass. And this card on top is bent. Firestar. I think it's just a base card. Iron Man number 1, and our high number is Arnim Zola. Is George still watching? I think George was in a bunch of the breaks, and he was saying he did halfway decent. Copper Age of Wolverine, high number of Heimdall. Power Blast of Speed Freak, number 48, high number, that should be good. And we get this Kid Kaiju guy was our base high number. Totemic Teams, Doorman, number 26. Never heard of him. High number is Angel. Is he part of the customer service Avengers? It's him. Got Doorman, Busboy. Antimatter of Surtur, number 8, and Red Goblin is our high number. Yeah, well, that was like a week ago now. I was doing a break, and somebody had mentioned that he's like, somebody's having a meltdown. So I went back and read it, and I guess he didn't get a good random, so he was insinuating that it was rigged, I guess. Captain America in the Singularity. That should be good. Nope, number 7. It's a low number. And then Storm in the high numbers. I mean, I know, I don't know if it was before or after, but he was in one of my breaks that was filling, and then he canceled all of his spots. He said something about a blowout curse or something. But then Houdini refunded him and told him he's not allowed to be in any more of his breaks, if I remember correctly. And that's probably a reason why I don't think I would ever do it, because my luck sucks. Pieces of Flair number 9, and our high number is Lady Deathstrike. I don't know. You know what? I didn't. I mean, the only reason I even look at the stellar breaks in the first place is because I'm amazed that they fill, like, still after so many. Stained glass number 3, Wolverine, and you know, I just keep checking to see when he opens the box, you know, what the Ford and Jackson and just who the one of ones were in general. Here's a sketch. I was wondering when we were going to get one. Vincenzo Riccardi. But I mean, I didn't boot him from my break. He canceled on his own. Too bad, being it's a pack break, I can't go through and Singularity of Spider-Man. That should be good unless it's a number 1. Still a good card. High number is Sentry. Too bad I can't go back and do a recap, being that it's a pack break. I'm putting everything right back in the wrappers. But the sketches and the autographs I will scan or take pictures of. Oh yeah, I tell you what, the sketches are insane. The Hulk of the Totemic Teams, number 1. High number is Juggernaut. I'd still say I couldn't tell you which one it was. I guess it was in the low 30s. But there was a sketch pulled of Wicket that was, I think, best sketch I saw. Copper Age of the X-Men, and then a high number of Spider-Woman. Kitty Pryde on the Totemic Teams, number 5. Scarlet Samurai for the high number. Antimatter Purple Man. Where the hell is Purple Man? Number 10. I'm in love with Jessica Jones. I guess that's why I don't know the first thing about Jessica Jones. High number is Wolverine. I never got a chance to watch the show. Singularity of Hawkeye, number 21. And our high number is Hawkeye also. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I was watching them on my Firebox. I mean, not Jessica Jones. I was watching Daredevil, and I started Punisher, but I didn't go back and watch them, which I should when I get a chance. But like I missed Iron Fist and Luke Cage and the Defenders. Ooh, excuse me. 3 boxes to go. Pieces of Flair number 8. And our high number is Zorn. Well, a couple of times on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. they, here's our lucky 8s. And what did we get? Number 59 of 88. Vision. And even they had Lady Sif, and they had Nick Fury in on there. Power Blast number 37. The high number is Doctor Strange. Hellcat. Now this Power Blast card is big. So it's larger than a standard sized card. I don't know if the other Power Blasts were the same way. So when I went to stack the cards together, it stuck out. Tell you what, it's really not a bad show. Season 1 was terrible, but I just stuck it through just because to have something to watch. Another Power Blast. It's like Medusa, right? Yeah, Medusa. High number is Hellstrom, and this is number 5. But after episode 1, it got better. You know, just like with most shows, there's been a couple of things that get kind of annoying to watch. Totemic Teams Group number 11. High number of Moonstar. Professor X on the Totemic Teams. He's number 44, so that should be good. High number is Man-Thing. Copper Age of Cable. Our high number is Vision. Antimatter, Fog, number 12. Is the most recent tick release. That's Is that funny? Singularity of Bucky Barnes. High number is Nick Fury. This is number 28. I used to love watching the cartoon that they had on Fox back in the, geez, I guess that was the mid-90s. And I can't remember if I saw the, what was it, Patrick Warburton. Maybe that's the version you're referring to. Number 14 on our pieces of Flair. And Cyclops is our high number. Silver Age of Iron Man. High number is Kid Kaiju. I don't know if I still have them. I'll have to look. I had Power Blast number 18, Richter. High number is Shuri. I had these, I feel like I got them like at Toys R Us or something, but I had these little figures of a bunch of the characters from the show, the cartoon. I know I had them not that long ago, and I can't remember if I maybe gave them to one of my kids. But the bad guy who was a chair, I had the henchman whose head was a wingnut. All right, Beta Ray Bill buyback number 9 of 20. High number is Captain Marvel. If that's a reference to the cartoon, I don't remember. Totemic Team's Iceman, number 32, and then our high number is Squirrel Girl. Bronze Age of Thor, and high number is Mysterio. Totemic Teams, Gamora, high numbers Black Cat. I was actually having my daughter Matter, Black Bolt. This is number 31, so that might be good. High number Spider-Man. I was having my daughter watch the original Dragon Ball from the 90s, but she kind of gave up. Now the show that's on now, if it's on, she'll watch it. If it's not, no big deal. Singularity of She-Hulk, number 19. Last box. Well, we should have a sketch in this, but I think we only got one sketch in the second inner. Number 4 on the pieces of Flair. High number is Magic. Hobgoblin. Number 20, it looks like. And Flarium of Juggernaut. High number is Moonstar. Now here's a high number buyback of Juggernaut. Number 24 of 30. And E.M. Gist. Yeah, tell him, get off my lawn. Matter, Hank Pym. Scarlet Witch is our high number. That's number 21. Lockjaw, number 14, and Storm, I don't know. Copper Age of Bucky Barnes, high number of Loki. Three packs to go. Shaman, number 24, and hey Mike, you're at the very tail end of this. Only a couple packs to go. Matter, Howard the Duck. Get out of here. Our high number was Angel. That was your interview the other night, Mike. Hey, we got a second Lucky Eights. Legion. Number 72 of 98. High number is Sentry. At least it's nice to end on a high note. Alright, that is it. Did we only have one sketch? Or did we have two? I'm just trying to think that. I wonder if that Lucky 8 actually replaced one of the sketches. I can't remember now. So, alright, so that is it. That's our break. I will start listing everything, you know, making my big long list like I did with MCU. And I'll scan the autographs and sketches and the Lucky 8s. The other stuff I'm not going to bother with, you know. You guys are just going to have to check and see what you need. So, first, there is a break for Viceroy Space Series 2 in my Facebook group. First break I'm trying over there, and this is the balance of what they had for the product. A couple of new artists that were too late to get into the packs. So if you're looking to have a one of every single person, you're going to have to get in on this one. Only place to get it. What else do we have? We've got Pop Centuries filling. There's only a couple of spots left. I took a rough count, and I want to say there's like 5 spots left in the break. There might be one more in there. I just can't think of it. Everything else, you know, this included, I will, you know, get everything listed up and good to go. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next break. If I can get this to shut off. And sorry you weren't here for very long, Mike.